Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a diehard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. Everyone, we've got some HUGE news coming straight at you today. In a move that is absolutely shaking the entire NFL world, the Dallas Cowboys have just pulled off one of the most unbelievable trades in recent history, and it involves one of the most elite wide receivers in the entire league, Davante Adams. That's right, folks. You heard me correctly. The Dallas Cowboys have acquired the star wide receiver from the Las Vegas Raiders, and it's all for a jaw-dropping $120 MILION deal. This is a move that no one saw coming, and the ripple effect of this trade is going to change the entire landscape of the NFL for years to come. Now, before we dive into the details, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates. And of course, drop a like if you're as excited as I am about this trade. Trust me, you do not want to miss a single second of this. Music fades out, and screen transitions to highlights of Davante Adams' career and a countdown for dramatic effect. Let's set the scene here. As most of you know, Davante Adams has been one of the most dominant wide receivers in the NFL for years. He's made a name for himself with insane hands, impeccable route running, and a knack for making game-winning catches when his team needs it most. His talent is undeniable, and with each passing season, he's continued to elevate his game. Before we break down the specifics of this trade, let's take a quick look at how we got here. Adams has been a key part of the Green Bay Packers for nearly a decade, creating an iconic partnership with quarterback Aaron Rodgers. But in a shocking move, Adams was traded to the Las Vegas Raiders in 2022. This trade was a massive deal at the time, and it really looked like the Raiders were going to build a Super Bowl contender around Adams with Derek Carr at the helm. But fast forward to today, and the Raiders are in a different place. They've been rebuilding with a new coaching staff, a new offensive system, and some growing pains on the roster. This has created the perfect storm for a trade, and Dallas, with its deep pockets and Super Bowl aspirations, has jumped at the opportunity to snag one of the best receivers in the game. Now, this is where things get absolutely wild. Earlier today, we learned that the Dallas Cowboys, yes, those Dallas Cowboys, have officially traded for Davante Adams. And it's not just any trade. The deal is worth a staggering $120 million over 5 years, making Adams one of the highest-paid wide receivers in the entire league. It's a contract that will likely set the stage for a number of other high-profile moves around the NFL. But this is the big one. Let's break this down. The Cowboys have been in need of a legitimate one wide receiver for some time now. Sure, CeeDee Lamb has shown flashes of greatness, but the Cowboys have been inconsistent in the passing game, especially in big moments. Enter Davante Adams, a proven elite receiver who has shown time and time again that he can carry a team with his talent. Adams joins a Dallas offense that already has a strong foundation, with Dak Prescott under center and one of the best offensive lines in football. With Adams in the fold, the Cowboys instantly become a team that defenses will need to take seriously every single week. This is a game changer for their Super Bowl hopes. You're probably thinking, how did this deal come together? How did the Cowboys manage to land a superstar like Davante Adams? Well, let's dive into the details of the trade. The Cowboys didn't just get Adams for pennies. No, they gave up significant assets to land him. The official trade package includes 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and a future 4th-round pick. But the real kicker? The Cowboys also sent over $40 million in cash to cover part of Adams' contract, which shows just how serious they are about winning NOW. Along with the picks and cash, the Cowboys are also taking on the full $120 million contract that Adams agreed to when he signed with the Raiders. That deal is set to pay him an average of $24 million per season, which is among the highest for any wide receiver in the NFL. Adams will be with the Cowboys for the next 5 years, barring any trade or release. So, Dallas is locking in a future Hall of Famer for the long haul. This move is bold, but it's a clear message to the entire league. The Cowboys are going ALLI in this season. Let's talk about what this trade means for the bigger picture in the NFL. First off, the NFC East just got a lot more interesting. The Cowboys have always been contenders, but now they have a true no. One option at wide receiver. This forces the Eagles, Giants, and Commanders to adjust their defensive game plans and take Dallas even more seriously as a Super Bowl threat. But it doesn't stop there. The ripple effects of this trade will be felt across the NFL. Teams with established quarterbacks, think the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Bills, will now have to wonder how to deal with the firepower the Cowboys are bringing. Teams that are still rebuilding, such as the Raiders or the Bears, may now be looking to trade for top-tier players of their own to keep up with Dallas's arms race. Now you might be asking, what does this do for the Cowboys' future? Well, let me tell you, it gives them a window that could be wide open for the next 3-5 years, depending on how well they can build around Dak and Adams. With Adams and Lamb on the same team, they now have one of the most dangerous receiving duos in the NFL. Pair that with the stable of running backs they have, including Tony Pollard and Malik Davis, and you're looking at a potentially unstoppable offense. But what does Davante Adams bring to the Cowboys specifically? For one, his ability to win in every phase of the game is unmatched. He can run every route in the playbook and catch anything within his vicinity. Whether it's a quick slant, a back shoulder throw, or a 50-yard bomb, Adams is a threat to score on every play. His incredible footwork and ability to create separation will give Dak Prescott a safety net that's hard to find in today's NFL. And let's not forget about Dak Prescott. With Adams in the fold, Prescott now has a proven elite receiver who can bail him out of tough situations. We've seen Dak struggle in clutch moments in the past, but with Adams on the field, he's going to have a reliable target to lean on in the biggest games. For Davante Adams, this trade marks a new chapter in what has already been a legendary career. Many believe he's one of the best wide receivers of this generation, and moving to Dallas will only further cement that status. He's already a multiple-time Pro Bowler and All-Pro, and now he's joining one of the most storied franchises in NFL history. Cut to highlights of Adams making clutch catches in critical games. One thing's for sure, this move changes the trajectory of both Davante Adams' career and the Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl aspirations. But the bigger question remains, will this trade be the catalyst that finally leads the Cowboys to another Super Bowl victory? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the NFL world will be watching every move Dallas makes from here on out. So, what do you think about this insane trade? Is Davante Adams the piece the Cowboys needed to get over the hump, or did they just give up too much in this deal? I want to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know. And hey, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss another crazy NFL update like this one. As always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay hype, and let's get ready for an insane season of football. Music fades in and outro screen with the channel logo appears.